haven't seen you for a while. How have you been? And you're looking pretty fit, so it looks like you've been taking good care of yourself. You know, Bartley, you only have one body. That's all you'll ever have, so it's important for you to take care of it. But hey, you're looking fit as a fiddle. And, hello there. Welcome to Grandma Kitty's house. And I'm Grandma Kitty, of course. I was just talking to my friend Bartley Bear here. We haven't seen him for a while, have we? He probably was in hibernation, don't you think, for the winter? Yeah. And, speaking of bears, I have a story about a bear. He's a very hungry bear. I think maybe he just came out of hibernation too. So let's read this story together. I'll warn you, it has a lot of green in it, so we'll see how we do. You know how green things disappear at Grandma Kitty's house. But this is called Bear Wants More, and it was written by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. So let's see what we have here. When springtime comes in his warm winter den, a bear wakes up very hungry and thin. Thin because he hasn't eaten all winter. He waddles outside and roots all around. He digs and he paws fresh shoots from the ground. He nibbles on his lawn till the last blade is gone. But the bear wants more. Mouse scampers by with his acorn pail. Come along, Mouse squeaks, to Strawberry Vale. So up Mouse hops onto Bear's big back. They tromp through the woods for a fresh fruit snack. They're gonna go find some berries. The berries grow sweet and they eat, but the bear wants more. He's still hungry. The noon sun glows when along hops Hare. Good day, friend Mouse. How do, friend Bear? I'm hungry, roars Bear. Hare says, follow me. There's a fresh clover patch by the cottonwood tree. Now he's gonna go eat some clover. They nibble on their lunch with a crunch, crunch, crunch. But the bear wants more. Oh my goodness, he's a hungry bear. Badger shuffles by with his new fishing pole. There's a fine fish feast at the old fishing hole. They head to the pond and they sit by the shore. Bear catches fish, but guess what? He still wants more. Oh my goodness, he's still hungry. What a hungry bear he is. Meanwhile, back at the Big Bear's den wait Gopher and Mole and Raven and Wren. They bake honey cakes. They decorate the lair. It's a springtime party for their good friend Bear. Bear rubs at his tummy. He smells something yummy and he still wants more. Bear sniffs and he snuffles as a sweet breeze blows. He romps to his home. He follows his nose. His friends yell surprise when he gets to his den. But Bear is so big that he can't fit in. Bear wails, what luck? I am stuck in my own front door. Mouse squeaks, poor Bear. He is wedged too tight. Hare tugs, Raven pushes with all of their might. Badger gets a stick and he pries so hard that Bear pops out and he lands in his yard. Says Bear is so wide they party outside and he still wants more. Bear opens presents, he gobbles honey cakes. He eats so much that his big tummy aches. He snuggles in the grass and he snores big snores. He is full. But his friends want more. Silly Bear, he ate so much that he forgot to save some for his friends. Do you do that when you wake up, Bartley? You eat and eat and eat? Yeah, I bet you do. But do you save some for your friends? Yes, Bartley saves some for his friends. Yes, you need to think of other people, right? Yeah. So, well, today I thought we could talk about how to take care of ourselves. You know, we have just one body. That's all we'll ever get. So it's important to treat our body with respect and take good care of it. Yeah, so let's see, we have some good things on our poster here. So since Bear was so hungry, let's start talking about food. Oh yes, Bartley, do you like food? Yes, Bartley likes food and so does Grandma Kitty. Yes, but you know, we have to be careful not to eat too much or we might end up like the bear in the story. Yeah, so have you ever heard of the food pyramid? A pyramid is shaped like this. And then at the bottom, it talks about the different food groups, and at the bottom, they have the things that you should eat the most of, and then it goes to the top with the things you should eat the least of. Well, recently they they changed it and they turned it upside down. So this is what it looks like now. And can a pyramid stand on its point? No, it can't. No, I think that's kind of silly. So let's talk about the food plate instead. So this is the food plate, and it's divided into 4 different categories. So the first half here that we're going to talk about is fruits and vegetables. Yeah, so there's a few variations of this, but let's talk about some food, Bartley. Do you like fruits and vegetables? You do? Yeah. So doesn't Grandma Kitty. Grandma Kitty just loves her fruits and veggies. So can you name some fruits, Bartley? What are some fruits? Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. Yeah, you can tell Bartley really likes berries. Yeah, but not just berries. I mean, there's watermelon and kiwi and bananas and apples and oranges. Oh, fruit is just so bright and colorful. You know, you make a fruit salad and it's really too pretty to eat. What's that, Bartley? Bartley says he would not have any trouble eating fruit salad. No, I don't think I would either. But I just love fruit, and it is just so pretty and so delicious. So the other half of this side is vegetables. So can you name some vegetables, Bartley? Yeah. Cucumbers, carrots, yeah, green peppers, corn, cauliflower, broccoli, zucchini, and of course tomatoes. Oh, I love tomatoes. My grandson does not like tomatoes, but I love tomatoes. You know, you use them for pizza sauce and spaghetti sauce, but we can't forget our leafy vegetables too, of course. We've got spinach and lettuce and Swiss chard. What's that, Bartley? You like to eat those right out of the garden? Oh, yeah, I bet you do. Yeah. But here's the thing, Bartley. I don't think that people plant their garden for you to eat. No, I think that they probably would get upset if they saw you eating their vegetables. Yeah, but you know what? I won't tell if you don't tell. Well, it'll be our little secret. And all our friends here, too. So, shh, don't tell them, Bartley, okay? Oh, all right. So let's check the other half of the plate is grains and protein. So do you know what grains and protein are, Bartley? No? Well, I can tell you. Grains are things like rice, oatmeal, wheat, bread, pasta, popcorn. I just love popcorn, yeah. And cereal. When we talk about cereal, I don't mean like the sugary cereals. I mean like Cheerios, shredded wheat, granola, oatmeal, you know, things that don't have a lot of sugar, because too much sugar is not good for you. And then, of course, we have proteins down here. And do you know what proteins are, Bartley? Fish, right? Fish, like the bear in the story was eating fish. Yep, fish and chicken, turkey, beef, eggs, yeah. And it can also be things like peanut butter, nuts, cheese, yogurt. Oh, I am getting hungry talking about all these good foods. Yes, oh my goodness. So Bartley, let me ask you, if you had an apple or a bag of chips, which do you think is better for you? The apple, right? What's that? You want to eat the apple? Well, you know, I'm sure you do, but I'm going to put it over here because it's not polite to eat in front of other people, and we don't want to eat in front of our friends. Yeah. So an apple is much better for you than chips or Cheetos or Doritos or something like that. Yeah, you know, you got to take good care of your body and respect it and eat healthy foods, because, you know, you only have one body. So what else do we have? Oh, let's see. What else do we have here? Exercise. Let's talk about exercise. Yeah. Do you exercise, Bartley? He said not any more than he has to. Yeah, well, you know, he's a bear, right? And bears like to rest. Yeah, but exercise is anything that gets your body moving. Yeah, like regular exercise is very good for you, both physically and mentally. Yeah. What's that, Bartley? Oh, he says he gets exercise when he's out looking for food. Yeah, I suppose he does, yeah. So, Grandma Kitty is always telling you that your heart was made to beat, and it just loves it when you get up and move around and get some exercise. So, do you know how much exercise you should get every week? They say 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week, and you know, that doesn't sound like too much, but sometimes that's kind of hard to do. But, you know, it's one of the best things you can do for your body. And even short bursts of activity are beneficial. So do you get short bursts of activity? He says when he sees a berry bush full of berries, he gets a lot of activity then, yeah, because he rushes over to eat all the berries. I can picture that, can't you? Bartley running over to eat all the berries, yes. But exercise can help control your weight. It can improve your mood and help you sleep better. It even helps to fight off some diseases and health conditions, and it can boost your energy level. So, I don't think there's a bad thing about exercise. I think it will only help to improve the quality of your life, and plus it helps you feel better too. So, let's talk about sleep now. Yeah, you get plenty of sleep, don't you, Bartley? Because you sleep all winter. Sometimes I wish I could sleep all winter too. I get tired of being cold and shoveling snow. So, in a way, I think it might be fun to sleep all winter. But do you know how much sleep people should get? It all depends on how old you are. If you're still in school and your body is still growing, well, you need between 7 and 12 hours of sleep, probably more like 9 to 12, because your body needs to rest. It's doing all that growing and it gets tired out. Yeah. But when you get to be like a teenager or an adult, you don't need quite as much sleep because your body's not growing the way it was when you were younger. Now, Bartley, do you think sleep is optional? No, my grandchildren do. My grandchildren think that sleep is optional and they can stay up all night and play on their cell phone. No. You need to sleep. Sleep is very important. It gives your body and your brain a chance to rest and recover from the activities of the day. Yeah, and sleep can, like exercise, it can help lower the chance of getting sick, and it can improve your mood. Yeah. Do you know what happens to Grandma Kitty when she doesn't get enough sleep? You do not want to know. She turns into a real ogre. Yeah, she is miserable and grumpy. I mean, I don't even want to be around myself when I don't get enough sleep. So it's really important to get enough sleep so that you won't get sick or depressed, or your brain just doesn't work right if you don't get enough sleep. So before bed, about an hour before bed, put your cell phone away and let your body and your brain start to slow down and go to sleep every night at the same time. Oh, you'll feel so much better if you do, right? Bartley, this is not the time to sleep. Did you stay up too late last night? You silly bear. No, you stay awake. We've got friends here that are hanging out with us, so you stay awake. All right, let's talk about habits. How about habits? There's good habits and there's bad habits. So what are some good habits, Bartley? Things we've been talking about, right? Eating healthy foods, exercising, getting good sleep. Yeah, but okay, how about keeping your body clean, like taking showers and brushing your teeth and wearing clean clothes? So those are good things too, right? Bartley has a good idea. Using your manners, saying please and thank you and being respectful. Those are good habits. Yeah, it bothers me when people are rude and don't use their manners. So what are some bad habits, Bartley? Bad habits are anything that are not good for your body. So what are some bad habits, Bartley? Smoking, eating lots of sugary food. Yeah. Drinking alcohol, not exercising, using drugs. You're right, Bartley. Those are bad habits, yeah. And using drugs is especially dangerous because it can do a lot of damage to your body, but it can also kill your body. And oh my goodness, you don't want that to happen. You got your whole life ahead of you, yeah. So we want to try to avoid the bad habits, yeah. And there's so many we can't possibly talk about them all, but a bad habit is anything that has a negative effect on your life, the quality of your life, yeah. So it's very important to avoid them, yeah. All right, one more thing here, Bartley. Exams. What about exams? He says he doesn't like to take tests. No, I don't think anyone likes to take tests, but that's not what we're talking about here. No, an exam is like going to see your doctor for checkups and going to see your dentist to get your teeth cleaned. And, they're not really fun things to do, are they? No, but they're important because the doctor checks your body to make sure you're healthy, and the dentist cleans your teeth to make sure that there's no problems there. I mean, they're just trying to keep you healthy because, you just have one body. That's all you have. And so it's very important that you take care of your body and respect it and keep it in good shape. Yeah, so I think we've covered everything, Bartley. Are you ready to move on to Move and Groove? You know, Move and Groove, like Grandma Kitty always tells you, your heart was made to beat, and it's important to get up and move around. So today I brought a song called Stand Strong, because we want to be strong and healthy, right? Now this song has a part that is around. And I don't mean like it goes around like this. Around is when there's two different parts of the song playing at the same time, and some people like that, but I personally find it very confusing. So we'll do our best here. We'll see if we can make this work. So Bartley, why don't you join me? And our friends at home, why don't you hop up off your couch and join us too, so we can get some exercise like we've been talking about. Oh, here we go. Oh, sounds like Irish, huh?
Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong through the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong through the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control.
Bartley likes this song.
The storms of life will push and pull, but we are standing on the rock that never rolls. The storms of life will push and pull, we will keep standing. God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong through the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong through the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control. The storms of life will push and pull, but we are standing on the rock that never rolls. The storms of life will push and pull, we will keep standing. God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong and the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong and the ups and downs. Stand strong, for you know that God is in control. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong and the ups and downs. Stand strong, we are standing on the rock that never rolls. Stand strong when life changes. Stand strong and the ups and downs. Stand strong, keep standing. God is in control.
All right, how did you do? What did you think of that song, Bartley? Got a little confusing there where they were singing two different things at once. That's the round that I was telling you about. All right, so let's check our bee bag. Remember that our bee bag are the things we want to be. So let's see what we have in here. Oh, I like this one. I was just talking to my Girl Scouts about this one. It says to be strong, and we want to be strong, right? Yes, we do, yeah. So let me ask you, Bartley, do you think you need to be big to be strong? Yeah. Bartley says he doesn't really know. Oh my goodness, he's a bear, so we'll give him a break. Yeah, well, you know, I don't think that you need to be big to be strong. Let me tell you why. I got some things here. How about an ant? Now, ants aren't really this big, are they? Ants are really teeny tiny, but they are really strong. They can carry things that weigh up to like 10 times their weight, sometimes up to 50 times their weight. I've seen ants crawling along carrying a big piece of something that's almost bigger than them, but they carry it and they are strong. What's that, Bartley? He likes to eat ants. Oh my goodness, I'm going to put it over here by the apple then. Yeah, I do not like to eat ants, Bartley. No, I don't mind berries, but I do not want to eat ants. Thank you very much. No. All right, how about this? How about bees? Bees are little, they're smaller than this, right? But you know, bees have tiny little wings, bumblebees have tiny little wings, and technically they can't fly. But don't tell them that. They don't know. They don't know that their wings aren't big enough to make them fly, and they fly anyway. Yeah, and bees are so important because if it wasn't for bees, we wouldn't have all the delicious fruits and vegetables we were talking about. So bees are little, but they're strong and they're important and they do a lot for us. Yeah. So how about seeds? Seeds are little, aren't they? But they can grow into some really big things. One time we planted some sunflower seeds and they grew taller than us. They were huge. But look, this is little. This is hard for you to see, but this tiny little acorn here, you plant that in the ground and it can grow into a great big mighty oak tree. So seeds and acorns, they're small things, but they're mighty because they can grow into some really big, powerful things. Yeah. So I have a story for you here about being strong. This is it's called The Strongest Animal in the Jungle. It was written by Susan Taylor Brown. I am the strongest animal in the jungle, said Lion. I can roar louder than anyone else. And Lion roared. No, said Elephant. I am the strongest animal in the jungle. I can pull up a tree with my trunk. And Elephant pulled up a tree. Then Snail spoke up. Lion, you are not the strongest animal. Elephant, you are not the strongest animal. I am the strongest animal, said Snail. Lion and Elephant laughed. What makes you so strong, Snail? They asked. I can carry my house on my back, said Snail, and he did. Wasn't that something, you know? You never really thought about it, but look, a tiny little snail like this, well, this is their house, and they carry their house around with them. Yeah, and they're just tiny little things, huh? So, you know, you don't have to be big to be strong, do you, Bartley? No. You know what I think? I think to be strong and healthy, we want to be both strong and healthy, right? We have to do all the things we were talking about here. We have to eat good foods, and we have to get enough sleep. We have to have good habits and avoid the bad habits, right? And we need to get plenty of exercise and need to go see our doctor and our dentist for checkups so they can keep us healthy. Yeah, I mean, it is so important to take care of our body. Do you know why? Because we have just one body, right? It's the only one we're ever going to have. We're not going to get a second chance if we don't take care of it. Yeah. So it's important that we take care of our body. So Bartley, did you learn anything today? Yeah. He did. Yeah. What did you learn, Bartley? He said he learns that Grandma Kitty is really grumpy when she doesn't get enough sleep. Isn't he funny? Yes, he definitely was paying attention, wasn't he? What's that, Bartley? Oh. And he said he learned that Grandma Kitty doesn't like to eat ants. Oh, Bartley, you are a silly boy. You are so silly. That's very true. I am grumpy when I don't get enough sleep because my brain just doesn't work right. And then I don't like to eat ants. I would so much rather eat berries. Yes, yes. But, you know, I think we covered a lot of material today. We talked about a lot of things, didn't we? So I hope that you learned a lot today and that you learned all about how to keep your body strong and healthy, right? Yes, because we only have one body, just one body. It's the only one we'll ever have, so it's really important to take good care of it. Yeah, like Grandma Kitty's always saying, stay healthy, safe, and happy, right? Take good care of yourself. Move and groove and get some exercise. So, Bartley, can you tell our friends goodbye and thank them for joining us? Bartley's so glad you were here with us today. So, you stay healthy, safe, and happy. You take care, and Grandma Kitty will see you again soon. Bye.